Welcome, welcome. Happy New Year's Eve, everyone. So grateful and thankful to have you here on this sacred day, the final year of the Year of the Snake. Woo-wee! It's been a doozy. So as we wait for our fellow real ones to join, if you haven't yet, and you didn't have a chance to print out your workbook, make sure you have your journal or your answers written. And while we're waiting for everyone to join into the chat, please go ahead and share your name, how many years young you are, and where in the world you are zooming in from. I'm Amber Valdez, and I will be our host today. Hi, Erica, Jenny, Minerva, Katie, Emma, Wendy, Megan, Dory, Shukra, Crystal, Stephanie. There was a cap of 25, and then we exceeded that. So I think we're in the 30s now, but case in point, my intention for today was that we would have an intimate ceremony. For so many years, I would have hundreds and hundreds of people on my ceremony, and although that was fun and all, I really was craving intimacy. I was craving depth. And something really shifted in me last year on really realizing I no longer want to go wide, I want to go deep. And so I feel this is why I didn't run ads for this. This is why I barely promoted it, is that I trust in the knowing that the real ones will find their way. And so whether you are brand new to me, or you are a former student or former client, dear friend, sister, brother, I am so excited that you decided to take 2 hours out of your precious life to come together and ceremony and ritual, which is like my favorite thing in the whole world. And so I would be doing this anyway, and doing it with you is just so much more fun, isn't it? So if you haven't yet, make your way to the chat, share your name, where you're from, how you know me, and how many years young you are. And we will begin to settle in gently into the space. It is 5:05 p.m. here in Ericeira, Portugal, and I have a dear sister, former client, student, priestess, actually part-time assistant, and just dear friend Andrea. She is here.
Hello, wonderful beings.
She literally just landed from Madrid, so we were like, hurry up, get in the house, blah, blah, blah. So here we are. I'm having a real-life audience. I led a ceremony here in Ericeira a couple nights ago, and it was really amazing. And so I am trusting that this ritual and this ceremony will be just as juicy. And so if you haven't yet, let's go ahead and grab our candles. And if you don't have a candle, go grab one. You have time. And let's all together light our candles if you haven't already, signifying the light within us, knowing the soul never dies, it just changes form, and the light within continues to radiate while we are here walking on the earth plane, before we arrive and also after we arrive. And so by looking in the chat, I'm imagining we have some of us from Missoula, Montana, to the UK, England, Emma in Ireland, Minerva in Wisconsin, Vivian in Cali, another Wisconsin sister, Jenny, Erica in Cali, Katie, who's formerly from Ireland but now lives in Spain. We've got Andrea here, who's now living in Madrid as of just a few days ago, so she just made that move from Cali. Stephanie, Colorado, Megan in New York, and Minerva, I'm not sure where you're currently, you're in Wisconsin, I think, and Wendy in Canada, so we've got Canada holding it down. We have some other students that will be joining from Portugal and also from Spain, I believe. And so we are literally worldwide. And so let's activate this light grid by lighting your candle. And we will begin to drop into our prayer. So with you, you'll want to have something to represent each of the elements. If you're new to my ceremonies, you know we like to create a mini altar while we gather together. And so what that looks like is a vessel of water, ideally one in addition to the one you were drinking. I have some water here with a beautiful rose quartz crystal inside. To represent the water element, I also have a a slew of shells from, actually, I just completed a 5-week journey with 23 beautiful beings. Is anybody up? Megan was in Reverence. Who else was in here in Reverence? I think just Megan so far, and Vivian and Crystal. And so each week we were building altars. So I still have my water altar up, and I'm not ready to let it go. And so you want to have something from the water to represent the water element with us. And if that's simply a bowl of water, perfecto. You'll want to also have something to represent the fire element. And if you haven't yet, get your candle and we'll light that together to represent the fire, welcoming in grandfather fire. And representing something from the earth. And that can be a piece of wood, that can be a crystal, that could be whatever it is that you're feeling represents the earth element for you. So you're welcome to go and grab something right now. And everything is pretty much made from the earth, so I don't think you can really get that one wrong. You probably have plenty of things. Maybe you have a plant handy you want to have by your side, or a flower. Even a dried flower will do. And so while we're foraging something to represent the earth, the air, the water, the fire, the air could be a feather. It could also be some smudge, some sweetgrass, some incense. Perhaps it is a spray of choice. And so whatever that is for you, let's go gather something to represent all 4 of the elements and situate those in such a way that feels really beautiful for you, just so we can begin to remember that we are nature. And I believe a big part of why the collective is in breakdown right now is we've lost our connection to the sacred. We've lost our connection to reverence. We forget that we are nature. The earth, our body, water, our blood, air, our breath, and fire, our spirit. We are the elements. And thank you, my love. I got some hot ginger tea coming in here. Ooh-wee. So thank you to the water beings and the earth beings for creating that beautiful ginger tea for me tonight. Hi, Lucy. So if you're just joining and you haven't yet, please share where you're from, your name, how many years young you are, and how you know me. And want to create the invitation for each and every one of you to have your cameras on. You know, a big part of us stepping out of this 2025 timeline and this matriarchal spell is to stepping into the fullest expressions of ourselves. So if you can safely, it doesn't matter if you're in your PJs, it doesn't matter if you've got makeup on, we do not care. All is welcome here. This is not a performative space, but being able to see your eyes and being able to see into your soul is really what it's all about. Yes, yes. And I like to say having your camera off would be like the equivalent of walking up to a table at a restaurant with a bag on your face and just being like, like, hello, who's behind that mask? But I know Crystal's probably in transition right now. So, hi, Julie. So good to see you. Been following on Insta. Wow, it's from 2020. Wow, amazing. Lots shifted, huh? Okay, so it looks like we're all getting quite situated now. So we've got our journals. Yes, we've got a pen. We've got something to represent the earth, air, water elements. And if you have your phone, take a cute little picture of your altar if it feels good for you, and then share it with me later. I always love to see how we all weave in such a way and honor the earth, air, the water, fire beings. So tonight, as most of us are probably here, invitation to stay for the entire time. If you haven't sat with me in ceremony before, you know my ceremonies tend to be quite active, quite potent. We go deep. I am a priestess and a ceremonialist. This isn't surface level stuff that I'm here to do. I work very deeply with the earth beings, the water beings, the fire, the trees, the rock beings, the elementals. Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, and Yeshua are my main guides. And I take rituals and ceremonies very seriously. Erica, Megan, Emma, I'm trying to think about who else has been on pilgrimage, Lucy, Minerva, you guys know we go all in on our ceremonies. Tonight won't be as deep. However, the reverence that I choose to bring forth in my space is very important. And so we will open the portal and then we will close the portal together. So those of you that are on the replay, Please know that energy knows no time or space. So you will be feeling what it is that we are all feeling 100%. And any of you who choose to go back and rewatch this on the replay, you'll know that the ceremony is going to be just as potent as it would be if you were here live. An invitation, if you are on the replay, that when the time comes for the prompts, the questions to be answered, and the sharing circle to begin, for you to also just pause the video, speak your prayer, your intention into the space, and then continue. And knowing that when the portal is open, the portal is definitely open. And so your prayers and your intentions will be magnified with intent. And I'll call forward a time in our ceremony where we will all activate and affirm your prayer and your intention as well. So your prayers will be magnified through the collective intent. Sound good? Amazing. So I think everyone in here pretty much knows me, so I'll save the boring intro. But for the short of it, my name is Amber Valdez, and for, I would say, a little over a decade now. Wow, that's crazy. Oh no, a decade this year. I've been supporting people in quitting their soul-sucking matrix jobs, getting really clear on why they're here, and as of the last few years, really helping people step into their truest expression of their medicine woman and medicine man, and really learn to walk in a good way with the elements, with the sacred. And so over the last year or so, as I have been detaching from the spiritual industrial complex of the coaching industry, which I call a pyramid scheme of greed, really recognizing that that ain't it, that is not it, and that is just because we claim to be spiritual, it goes a whole lot deeper. And it is about liberation and peace and freedom for all beings. And if none of us are free, none of us are free until we are all free. And especially being born and raised in the States and being so privileged that I was able to leave the country, I still am very connected to America. It is my home, it is my birthplace, and the majority of you are there, and the people I love are there. And it's been quite interesting to be on this side of the world, to be witnessing the truth of what's really happening and the collapse of the empire. And I truly believe that whether you are in another other place other than America, or you're in America, what is happening in the States affects us all, just as like what's happening in Palestine is affecting us all. And as we collapse this 2025 timeline, we are stepping into this timeline of co-creation with Source. Who's excited about that? This new timeline has, yes! And it's not that the world's problems are going to go away anytime soon, but the activation of deeper levels of compassion and empathy are coming online. Who's excited about that? What is happening in Congo, Sudan, and Palestine is a true reflection of humanity, and where we have been distracted and where we have made other human beings of different races, creeds, skin tones not be equal to another. And that has to end. And I truly believe that if you're here with me and you're here on the replay, that you are a real one, and that you do understand that we all bleed the same color, right? And we're all worthy of being loved and having abundance and have food and shelter and clothes and living in peace. Yes or yes? And so 2025 gets to be the year where we detach ourselves from this timeline of greed and domination and patriarchy, right? And patriarchy is becoming quite the buzzword, but really the truth of the matter is the patriarchal timeline does not mean men are bad. It does not mean men in charge are bad. What this means is that the ways of domination of me versus them, what is the best for the people on top, have to collapse and die so we can return to right relation with the matriarchal way of leadership, which is wing to wing, heart to heart, holding hands in circle. Put a one in the chat if you're getting down with that. The indigenous elders knew that it was, if one person was sick, it was the entire community's responsibility for them to get better, right? And living in an independent state, country as America, we've fallen out of partnership with community. And it has become ever more clear for me as spirit and God and the goddess has been working through me very much so over the last 1.5 to 2 years, is that I am here to open up the way for us all to be leading wing to wing, heart to heart in circles over pyramids. the standing on stages and telling people what to do and I have all the answers timeline gets to die. We are all the healers and the saviors that we are all looking for, yes or yes. And the divine feminine is rising. I don't believe Jesus is coming back. I believe the Marys are coming back, and I believe that's coming back to a space of equal parts of divine feminine and masculine and coming into inner union with ourselves. And being that Christ-like, being that space of unconditional love together and knowing that we need both of us, right? So with that being said, so good to see you, Sally and Rita, Stephanie, and anyone else who's joining us right now. You're so welcome here. So sharing your name, how many years young you are, where you are in the world, how do you know me? So the 2025 audit, put a 1 in the chat if you were able to download the workbook and were able to do your year in review, even just a little bit. Put a 2 in the chat if you have not had a chance to do any of it, haven't even seen it. I did half, amazing. I'm gonna wait for everyone to vote. Mostly all done, great. So here's the deal, it's not homework, you're not in trouble, okay? So you don't need no more of that, you're in trouble, you must exit. You're amazing. I'm gonna mute you, Dory. Thank you for laughing at me. I love sometimes when people think I'm funny. So I want to share that you're not in trouble, and there's plenty of time for that. For those of you in the States, you have all day essentially. But the intention for this year in review audit is some of us need to get things out of our heads and onto paper, right? Some of us process whilst journaling. Some of us have the hard time asking ourselves, what do we need to compost? What do we need to die? But I'm pretty sure that each and every one of you has become abundantly clear on some reoccurring patterns in your life that aren't working. Yes or yes? People, ways of being that just keep coming up on loop. Yes, yes? Okay. So the intention for tonight, as we are going to move, we're moving from a space of closure. And a lot of people just move into 2026 and just, oh, cool, yeah, start the clock and here we go. But if you are connected to spirit, you recognize that numerology-wise, it matters. And as we shed the skin, this was the year of the snake, right? Which means we really needed to let ourselves die. Let's just be straight up with it. Put a 1 in the chat if you recognize that there are parts of you that really just get to die. Like it's time to go. And so many of us, especially in the Western world, are scared of death. It's this like fear. Don't talk about death. It's something to be feared. It's something to be avoided. It's hush hush, it's taboo. And we need to get over that, because guess what? Mother Nature dies every year. And she doesn't freak out and be like, oh my God, all my leaves are leaving. What's happening to me? Oh my God, I don't know. It's like, dude, we get to lose the drama around the death. And I'm not saying death is easy. I was in a really intense death portal this time almost last year. I was in the hospital twice. I thought I was going to die. I was extremely sick. But I do believe a part of myself did die because it had to. And I believe that I'm just a little bit ahead of some of those that Spirit's calling me in to walk and counsel home, so that I know that you're going to survive this, guys. But if we don't hit rock bottom, the Inanna descent into the underworld, we cannot rise to the high. We can only go as high as we go down, right? And let's face it, the patriarchal ways of domination and greed are not working. The war timeline's not working, right? Having like 1% of the world have 80% of the wealth or 67% of the wealth isn't working, right? There's plenty of food on this planet for everyone. There's plenty of water for everyone, unless everyone keeps using ChatGPT. Water is not an infinite source. There is only a certain amount of it. So we really get to realize, like, this is what happened to Lemuria in Atlantis. Lemuria was telling Atlantis, you guys need to chill the fuck out with the technology. And they were like, no, more, faster. We need to know more. We need to do more. We need to be more productive. Do we, though? We need more 5G current scrambling our nervous systems. We need more screens for kids, completely stunting their development. We're not even teaching cursive in school anymore. That's terrifying. kids are going to lose their ability to write. So in a world where AI, artificial intelligence, I'm committed to a world of real intelligence. Put a 1 in the chat if we can get down with that. So as you are dying, as these parts are dying, you're standing for the collective intensity, whatever you want to call it, to also shed. So tonight, we're going to hold the prayer, not just for ourselves, but also for the collective, to shed what is not working, yes or yes. Yeah? So I want to thank all of you all for showing up. This is a safe space. We're going to call in the Marys, Yeshua, our unseen teams, our guides, the Ascended Masters. You are fully supported and safe. I take my ceremonies very seriously. And for those of you who want to master your ceremonial list and your facilitator, I'm going to share with you at the end on how you can come and step into an intimate container to master your ceremonial work to create safe spaces so that beings can't come in and meddle and that your students can stay safe. So please know I take this very seriously, and anyone who's virtual with me, I think Erica and Emma and Megan and anyone else who's been in person with me, you can affirm in the chat. I don't play. Lucy, Minerva. As we move around, just some ground rules, as we move around and people are sharing what they are naming and what they are letting die, we're not here to fix. We're not here to coach, okay? So there's no fixing, there's no interrupting. We're going to speak from I, not you, okay? So speak from I, like I am, not we need to. Let's speak from I. And we're going to witness versus giving advice. Who sometimes just wants to be witnessed and not being told what to do? Yeah. Totally. Same. So tonight we're just going to witness. And there's a big healing possible when we just get witnessed. I'm going to save our questions to then. And so that's also what's lacking is community, is being seen, being held, mourning together, growing together, being seen together. So wherever you at right now in the depths of heartbreak or riding high, or somewhere in the no longer, not yet, know that you are welcome here, and all of you is welcome here. And nothing you say is a shocker. And everything you choose to name or every intention you set will be welcomed with so much love. Put a 1 in the chat if you're excited about that. Oh, amazing. Thank you. Yes. So please don't get hung up on the workbook. For all of my A types, gotta get it right, perfectionists. Oh my god, I didn't do the workbook. Ah! It's fine. Okay. The workbook is literally just a beautiful guide. And if you haven't had a chance, you can pull up, if you don't know what your intentions are, this first page, the 2025 reflection and audit, it simply says, if I'm honest, where areas in my life are in need of more attention and shifts. You can click to the first page of the workbook, which you would have gotten emailed to you or would have been a link in the invite. And you can just glance. And that can start to stir up and kick some stuff up. Whatever is not named, consciously or unconsciously, it's going to be put into the fire and we're going to burn it up anyway. Okay? So don't be like, oh my god, I should have said this, I should have said that. It's all good. Spirit knows. Okay? Your higher self knows. We will also name anything not spoken is also going to be collapsed. Yes or yes. That's how powerful we are. So we get to get out of our heads and into our hearts tonight. And really the intention of being able to name these parts of ourselves is not to make ourselves bad or wrong, but we cannot improve or grow in a world we're unwilling to see. The majority of the world having their blinders on about what's going on in Congo, Sudan, and Palestine is the reason why it keeps going on. It's too negative. It's too low vibration. What can I do about it? I'm just going to put my blinders on. We cannot improve or support or shift or transform if we're unwilling to name what is so and then be able to be in the space of an opportunity of how to shift it. Yeah? So that really gets to die tonight. So go ahead and take a minute to reflect on your workbook. And if you don't have your workbook in front of you, I want to give us 3 minutes to simply begin to just lean into what are the areas of your life that are calling for more attention or shifts. Is it money, finances, spending? Is it play and fun? Is it spiritual growth? And write these down. For those of you that aren't writing anything down and keeping everything in your head, grab a pen, grab a paper, and write it down. Especially for those of you that did not do the workbook. This is the time for you to get it out of your head, which is causing you stress and overwhelm and anxiety and being like, I don't know what I want, I don't know what I need. Okay, well then let's take this moment for you. Creating healthier habits? Are you getting lost in the sauce and losing your precious days and moments of your life on social media consumption? Is it more time in nature? 99.9% of the people I speak to who have anxiety aren't outside. I need to balance my nervous system. No, you don't. You need to go outside. I'm pretty sure none of our indigenous elders were like, I need to balance my nervous system. I need to get certified I need to go work with a nervous system coach. Said no one ever who lived off the land. No, you just get barefoot and you go hug a tree and you play in the water. And you put your belly on the earth. There's your nervous system reset. Sorry. Out of our heads and into our hearts and into our bodies. We need to be in our bodies. We are actually humans, beings, in a spiritual meat suit. Speaking our truth. How many of you are still hiding out? How many are still waiting for permission to show up and lead and start your business and freaking help people, for God's sakes? Worried about what Sally from high school thinks. Worried about getting canceled. I love you too, Sally. Dean of Wales. Badass. Priestess. Energetic spiritual hygiene and sovereignty. How many of you getting lost in the sauce, letting people's emotions and intentions and stress and overwhelm just smudge you up? What about making art? Your creativity. When's the last time you made art? Right? Creatrix. Relationship dating. Have you been hiding out? Have you not been leaning into love and connection? How's your relationship with your partner? Mission and purpose. Have you gotten lost in the capitalism spell and the materialism spell? If I just got to work here to pay my bills, the slavery spell. How much longer are you going to let the matrix dictate and sabotage your gifts and the reason you actually incarnated in the planet? I'm pretty fucking sure it wasn't for you to splurge on Amazon and Target and buy shit you don't need to make yourself feel better going to a job that you hate. Maybe not spend money buying shit and maybe get a coach or a mentor to help you actually build that bridge where you are to where you want to be so that you can not be a slave and be shackled. What about your mental health? Does it truly need some support? Right? Mental health is big. Boundaries. Who are you not saying no to so that you can say yes to you? Who and what are you not saying no to? No gets to be maybe your favorite word. Your me time. Given from an empty cup, moms. Gotta create me time. Dog moms too, Jenny. Connection to God, goddess. How is your relationship with God, the goddess? Social justice. We can't call ourselves spiritual if we don't have a social justice practice. We have to be standing for people other than ourselves. Hence, Jesus' whole life was standing for everyone to be free, to be saved, to not have to follow Rome. Right? Mary was standing for the children. They were social justice. They both would have definitely been imprisoned right now or deported in America for speaking up against the empire. Their entire walk was social justice. Do you have a social justice practice? Are you standing for anything other than yourself? It matters. Your voice matters. You're a light worker. Yeah, stop rehabbing, man. Let's go. Let's burn that shit up here in our ceremony crystal. Community. Are you lone wolfing it? I'll just ritual by myself. Well, celebrating you for coming in. Yes, you could sit here and you could chat GBT some rituals till the fucking cows come home. But guess what? Lone wolves will die in this new timeline. We will not survive what's coming. We need each other. Community is the only thing that's going to get us to the next timeline. When there were millions of people, still food stamps being taken away, community is what was getting people fed. Community is what's going to get people fed moving forward. When the fires broke out, community is what helped people find homes and clothes. It wasn't the government. We've got to stop waiting for the government daddy to save us and realize that we are only our network, and our community is our net worth. And the only way we're going to get through is to deepen our relationships online, across the world, and in person. Right? Leaning into community when we all need help, when we're all taking turns. Right? Look at GoFundMe's. They work. Right? How many dogs? I was watching these, I went down the rabbit hole last night watching all these dog adoption videos from this amazing woman on Instagram. She's like, these dogs have like 10 to 15 hours left, and she's like rallying on Instagram, and she's getting all these dogs adopted from not getting executed in the shelter. Community. People are driving 6 to 8 hours to adopt these pit bulls. It's so sweet. I couldn't stop watching it. Community matters. Covens matter. Not trying to do everything on our own. That's the Matrix spell. The lone wolf spell will be the end of us and is becoming the end of us. We've got to come back to the old ways of community. Family. Are you centering your family? Your health, your friendships, your sleep. Sleep's a big one for me for 2026. Big one for me. Especially going through the menopause, pre-menopause and all the things and the hormones, and also just the collective energy. It's challenging for me to sleep at night. I get to double down on that. That's definitely on my big intentions. Exercise. We have to be exercising. We have to be moving our bodies. We have to be connected to the earth. We got to move the stagnant sheet. If we're not moving our bodies, we're holding on to the density of the planet. We got to move. Yeah, Dory. Almost dropped 100 pounds. Wow. That is amazing. So proud of you. One step at a time. Heck yeah. Right? We get to be in our bodies and make our bodies work for us. Learning new things, reading, education, travel, pilgrimage. How many of you have been getting the call to go on pilgrimage? To walk the earth, to listen to the land, to hear your guides, to connect with God, Goddess. Go back to these lands that your ancestors are from. All right? So those are just a few of the things. And so the invitation, and I'll do it in the channeling, but to really go back and start to feel into every single month of the year, what worked and what didn't work. And the way in which we can find out about what we want is by really getting honest about what didn't work. And didn't work doesn't mean you're bad or you're wrong. Right? Like, didn't work for me was sick as fuck in April. Not having boundaries around someone that came out to assist me. Not having clear boundaries with a former client and being a people pleaser. Not having the tough conversations because there's a part of my inner child that still wants to be liked. I don't want to be the mean girl. I don't want to be the bitch. But then I lose parts of myself. And P.S., it never works out for me anyway. Usually never works out by me tiptoeing around my truth. Anybody ever worked out by tiptoeing around their truth? I don't know why I keep playing that game. So that didn't work for me, for example, in April. Okay? So whether or not you went through every single one of these months, start to feel into, as we deepen into the meditation, what were your greatest lessons and learnings that we are refusing to repeat? So when we go into the meditation and visualization around collapsing the timeline, right, and shedding, we want to start thinking about what didn't work in the breakdowns and transmuting those into the beautiful new skin, right? Transmuting those through the lessons, right? If we still pound the drum of, oh my God, I can't believe this happened to me, we're never going to transmute. And I'm not saying you don't get to be in your victim for a while, because guess what? Shit sucks, right? And we do get hurt, and we do get disappointed, and we don't get to spiritually bypass and gaslight ourselves and pretend it doesn't hurt. But what we don't want to do is just continue to stay looping in that. Does everybody understand the distinction? Yes, let's name what happened. Let's name that it hurt. Let's name that these people let us down or dominated us or controlled us. And what is the lesson that that experience is teaching me so that I can make damn sure that's not going to happen again, right? But if we stay stuck in the space of, I can't believe that happened for too long or forever, then we'll actually not really compost it and be able to have a beautiful flower grow from it, right? Does everybody believe everything happens for a reason? Yeah, and it will keep repeating. The same pattern will come up in a new experience in the different face, right? Unless we compost it. So let's let this baby, let's let these loops and patterns. Does everybody understand loops and patterns? You know what that means? Doing the same thing, expecting a different result would be a loop. And a pattern is like a way in which that you handle situations and it keeps showing up. Self-sabotage or a people-pleasing pattern. And really just give yourself grace. Like most people, 99.9% of the planet is not doing this. Is not lifting up the hood of their life and going, what worked, what didn't, and how can I improve? How can I let this stuff die? How can I let this snake skin shed so I can have a shiny, new, sparkly, beautiful set of skin to slither into the new timeline with? Most people are just being like, it's over, move on. Well, we don't learn anything that way. Yes, yes? So this notebook was really, workbook, notebook, whatever you want to call it, was an opportunity for us to just start to really lift up the hood, an invitation to go through it, if you haven't. And where we're really going to be focusing is this page, which is the shedding, right? And shedding is a fancy word for letting go, okay? And shedding is the pun on the year of the snake. Yes, yes? So what are we letting go? What are we releasing? What are we shedding? And it feels bigger this year. Who feels like it feels really big, much bigger this year? Who feels like we're about to jump a timeline? Like I've been talking about timelines for the last decade, but like, no, like for real. Who feels like time is slowing down and also speeding up in a really weird way? Who feels like a different frequency right now on the planet and the earth? Right? This winter solstice felt really solsticey, right? And I don't know if that's I'm more connected to the Mother Earth or that's because we're literally collapsing a completion year. And what we don't compost and collapse and get intentional about leaving, shedding, and letting go, it will repeat. But if we are intentional, we're going to move into this beautiful 10-year of co-creation with Spirit and propel our dreams, like real talk, right? But we cannot be looping in codependence. Sorry. We can't be looping in scarcity. We can't be looping in fear. We can't be looping in coulda, shoulda, woulda. We can't be looping and playing small. Okay? Because what we do will get magnified. Yes, being in service, helping others in humility, all of that. Okay. So when we go around and name, you're going to want to name the habits you're letting go of, the fears you're letting go of, and it's this page right here. What you're shedding, what habits or patterns, what fears and doubts, what stories, what beliefs. I don't know how, I need to, before I, okay? So these were really just to start to kick it up, right? This is basically the same question 5 times. I had a girl the other day at my in-person was like, I don't know what I'm shedding. And then I was like, just keep going. Just go to the next question. She's like, okay, I know what I'm shedding now. And I'm like, yeah. I'm basically asking the same question in a few different ways. Let's see which one your ego likes, right? Let's see which one. Let's just keep asking it over and over and over until we get clarity. Yes, yes? So my intention was to give us a space to make time for you, to get clear, to be witnessed in what was, because that's powerful as fuck. The witnessing in community is so important. And then to affirm what it is that we want to draw in. And that's the juicy part. Yeah? So we're going to shed. We're going to do a process where we're going to actually shed. We're going to call in some beings to support us in that. I'm going to sing. I'm going to play my drum. There's going to be sound. There's going to be all the things. You're going to be in an altered state. And we're going to have some beautiful visualizations and some awareness and imagining that's going to come through for you. An invitation after this process is complete for you to move slow today. I I know it's harder for some than others. You've got a house full of dogs and kids and life to life. And just hold that prayer and that intention that you're going to move a little slower today. Take a shower afterward if you can. Take a bath if you can. Drink a lot of water. Okay, this is a ceremony. Anybody ever sat in a medicine ceremony? Put your hands up if you've ever sat with plant medicine. Okay, so you feel some type of way. Whoever ever sat in another ceremony that's not medicine but sat in a ceremony. Okay, so this is a ceremony. Okay, so we are going to feel some type of way. All right, so be gentle with yourself today. Does anybody have any questions in regards to that? And this space here, if I had my way, 2026 would look like. This is just really getting excited, right? Starting to be in the prayer, be in the vision, be in the amplification. What is your ideal day going to look like? Your ideal week, your ideal month, your ideal quarter, your ideal year? Feel into the vision of what it is that you want to be, create, and cause. It's only 365 days. Yeah, but not from a space of, I have to, I need to, I gotta do my New Year's resolution. No. This is about being your New Year's resolution. This is about emitting a frequency that's going to bring it to you. Who feels like manifestations are speeding up? I'm getting like the coolest manifestations. I'm like, I manifested a Christmas tree. Like literally the exact Christmas tree that I wanted. I didn't even try. It just like showed up at the house free, 15-year-old, delivered. I'm like, this is so cool. Right? Like things are lining up when we are in the frequency, right? But we got to let a lot of these things die before we can get there, okay? We can't just spray some sparkles on some shit and be like, see, it's a beautiful goblet now. It's still shit with sparkles, right? Okay, so your top intentions, I invited you to drop it into the 5 areas of your life. For me, I put health, family, mission, self, relationship, / baby. Okay? If your life were divided into 5 areas of greatest importance, what would that be? Go ahead and make a note of that right now, if you haven't already in your workbook. If your life was divided into 5 areas of the greatest importance, what would they be? That's a really good indicator to realize that our life gets to be in different spaces. And then from those areas of greatest importance, your intentions will naturally bubble to the surface. Okay? So this is not, again, about getting anything right. I know a lot of us really want to get it right, and that gets to die too. Because there is no right and there is no wrong. There's just what is. And as I decolonize myself and I detach from these systems of oppression and domination in the New Age cult, right? Recognizing that, women in Gaza can't just manifest themselves into having food for their starving children in their hands. They can't just think a higher vibrating thought to make the bombs start bombing on their heads. So a lot of these toxic manifestation and New Age beliefs really don't apply to everyone. And we get to be really honest about that. Okay. So, if you haven't yet, please light your candle. Holding your candle in front of you, bowing from your heart into the sacred flame, celebrating the fire that's burning within your soul, the light that never dies, even when you shift into a different time, a different dimension, a different meat suit, this flame will continue. So reminding you that you are the light and you come from the light. Thank you, Grandfather Fire. And so whenever it feels good for you, have you begin to close your eyes. It's okay, don't worry, Julia. Get it, Julie, I get it. We're going to be dealing with that here in a minute. Oh, I want to pray for a world where they stop doing fireworks, polluting the earth and the sea, and also it's very, very, very hard for our 4-legged friends, and it's also extremely traumatizing for our veterans. I really want them to do away with fireworks. I'm going to turn my water off if I can find where it is. So if you haven't yet, go ahead and close your eyes. Whether or not you can hear my drum or not, matters not. Ooh. So just begin to feel into. You're right on time, Yoshi, no worries. Turn your video on when you can. Feeling into the 2025 9-year. Feeling into where you were this time last year. Feeling into the last few hours of this year of endings, completion, death cycles, and karmic closure loops. Take a deep breath in. And exhale with a sigh. This year was not a failure. It's a year to shed. Breathing into the identity within and without that's collapsing within you. Exhaling. Breathing into the relationship endings within and without. Friendships, work, love relationships, your relationship with spirit, to the matrix. Breathing into the delusionment that has become so ever more clear in the spiritual space, the government, your career. Breathing into the old timelines that are dissolving faster than your comfort actually allowed. Breathing into the discomfort of the awareness of the reality of what it is to be a human on this earth plane. Taking a deep breath in and exhale with sound. A lot didn't work for us in 2025. Not because we failed, we were bad, or did something wrong, but because it was never meant to be and go forward. Breathing into that. I'm breathing into this new timeline where the cracks are starting to peak in the clouds and the darkness. A space of vision, authority, compassion, and oneness. The number 10 is end and beginnings both simultaneously. The 1 and the 0. 0 means source, God, goddess, the womb, and the void. The 1 stands for initiation, leadership, and embodiment. And 10 is the co-creation with source versus hustle or forcing or proving. Take a deep breath into that. And exhale. Feeling this gentle cord coming out of your heart, pulling you into the 10-year that you cannot create or manifest by pushing, that you will vibrate into it from a space of clarity, honesty, truth, and pure alignment. Taking a deep breath in. Feeling into this energy of the fire horse, which is the year of the fire horse, is 2026. It's about sovereignty, truth-telling, movement, unwavering courage, no false allegiances, and no longer staying small to remain safe. Take a deep breath into that. Exhale. The fire horse will not tolerate self-betrayal, people-pleasing, half-truths, playing small, pretending not to know, or old identities that you stay and hang on to and cling on to out of fear. The fire horse does not ask us for permission. It asks us for integrity. And that integrity is our true North Star and compass. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Visualizing now a white pillar of light going through all four corners of the room that you're in. Calling in Archangel Michael into the space now. Seeing him make his way to all four corners of the space you're in. Stretching a beautiful canopy over the top, the bottom, and all four sides. Seeing those pillars of light going deep into the earth and high into the heavens. Cocooning your space with safety and love. Affirming out loud 3 times that only love lives here. 1, 2, 3. Only love lives here. Only love lives here. Only love lives here. Calling into the space now, Yeshua. Holding the space of the divine feminine to walk through. Witnessing Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene step forth. Mother Mary's sheaf, 1,000 roses. Visualizing her roses beginning to cascade down into the space you're in. Breathing in these beautiful flowers, the mother of all flowers, the sacred rose. Visualizing Mary Magdalene, knowing there would be no Yeshua without these Marys, and Mary Magdalene, who walked arm to arm, heart to heart with Yeshua, baptizing the women as Yeshua baptized the men, preaching the word of God, standing for recognizing that we are both fully human and fully divine. Acknowledging these 2 powerful goddesses, 2 of the first goddesses to ever walk this earth. The difference between these 2 and many of the goddesses and deities is these women bled. They were made of flesh and bone. They were mothers. They were daughters. They mourned. They grieved. They walked this earth. Thank you, Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene. Calling into the space, White Buffalo Calf Woman in the Order of the Sacred Grandmothers, representing the indigenous elders that stewarded this earth long before it was colonized. They knew the ways, the good ways, to walk in a good way with nature, remembering and knowing that we were nature. They centered life and children and Mother Earth first. What was best for everyone, not just what was best for those on top. Feeling into the frequency of the grandmother medicine. Imagine a world where grandmothers were in charge. Let that settle in. Knowing that everyone has enough, everyone is fed and clothed and sheltered, and that we have gratitude, that we pray to the earth, to the fire before we plant our seeds. We give gratitude to the harvest, to the sun, to the water, to the earth, to the wind, knowing that we are all one. And as we fall out of partnership with nature, we fall out of partnership with God and fall out of partnership with one another. Thank you to White Buffalo Calf Woman and the Order of the Sacred Grandmothers for ushering in this space. Calling into this space now your happy ancestors from both of your sides, your matriarchal and your patriarchal line. Only your happy ancestors may enter into this space now. Feeling the support of a long lineage, mothers, mothers, mothers of your mothers, fathers, fathers, fathers of your fathers entering the space now. Calling in the 2-legged, the winged ones, the finned ones, the creepy crawlies, the microbiome, the mycelium network. The winged ones, the animal beings and spirits that you tend to work with. For me, it's eagle, owl, dolphin. Calling into the space, the snake. Here to help us shed our old identities, our old beliefs, our old patterns, our fears. These beliefs belief systems of greed and domination, these spells that were cast upon us and our lineage, that are playing out in real time, and we can no longer look away. Thank you to the sacred snake for paving the way for us this year to not look away anymore, to get real and honest about what we're here to do, be, create, and cause on this planet. Calling in the sacred horse, the horse medicine, knowing that this fire horse and grandfather fire will be in the fields for the next 10 years, burning away what is not here to help all beings be free and liberated and true. Thank you to the sacred horse for galloping us into, propelling us into this new timeline, this new dimension to rapidly manifest the world in which we want to see from a space of community, sovereignty, integrity, and centering children, life, and Mother Earth. And calling in any of your unseen teams of guides, angels, archangels that you work with, calling them into the field now. Feeling how supported you are. And in this moment, I want you to visualize in front of you, in the center of the circle, with all of us holding hands, a beautiful purple flame. And in your mind's eye, I want you to see that beautiful purple flame crackling, ever so beautiful. In just a few moments, each and every one of us is going to identify and name what we are ready to shed and let go of in this 2025 timeline. We're not going to go into story. We don't have time for that. We are going to be respectful and honoring of everyone's time together in the space of the ceremony. We are not going to go into explanation or story. We are not going into explanation or story. We are simply naming what parts of ourselves and the collective are we shedding, what beliefs, patterns, doubts, fears are we going to shed. We are going to name those in the chat for the sake of time. In just a few moments, don't open your eyes now. Beginning to feel these patterns, these loops, these fears, these imprints, these constructs that have been placed upon you by the matrix, which is not here for you to shine, transform, or ascend. It is here to keep you in the slavery loop. Many of these patterns may have been cast upon you and imprinted in your DNA from your lineage. Hence why many of your happy ancestors are here standing proxy, because they know that you are the one that's going to transmute the bondage of your lineage in many ways, in many circumstances. So what are you complete with? What are you done with? What are you no longer consenting to, adhering to? What lies and spells, beliefs cast upon you, by your past life, by your family, by society? What is going to die in that flame today so that the true you can be born? So that your snake skin can shed the dull, outdated, crackly skin, so that this beautiful, shiny new coat of skin can be born anew. This beautiful violet flame of Saint Germain is burning bright in the center of our circle. Above our heads are the beautiful twinkles of the night sky and a shiny, shiny star, the star of Sirius looking overhead, otherwise known as the North Star, shining down upon you, on all of us, holding hands. And behind all of us are our happy ancestors. Behind us, the happy ancestors are our angels and our guides and our unseen team. And on the far outside of circle is Mary and Yeshua and Mary Magdalene. Swarming above our head are your main animal guides. The eagle for me, the owl, waving in the night sky with their mighty wings. Keepers of the space, thank you, sacred owl and eagle. And the horse is running around the outside, holding this frequency of horse medicine of the year of the 10, co-creation with Source, God, Goddess. And the snake is in the center of the circle, closest to the flame. And regardless of what you feel about snakes, I've worked through my own snake traumas. The snake is a beautiful, powerful being that is always connected to the earth. Belly on the earth. Imagine having your belly so connected to the earth your entire life. Grounded, rooted, feeling the frequency and the pulse and the heartbeat. So in just a few moments, you are going to make your way, when you're ready, into that chat, and you are going to speak what it is that you are shedding. And when you do, I want you to visualize in your mind's eye, write in the chat, and then go back to closing your eyes. You can name it out loud as you write it. And you're going to go back to closing your eyes, and you're going to visualize skin falling off of your body. And you're going to offer it up to that sacred fire. Stare into that flame in your mind's eye. And if you want, you can open your eyes and stare into the flame after you share and after you go and stare into your candle. You need to hold that vision and that gaze. But if you feel like you're going to be distracted by looking in the chat what people are writing, then keep your eyes closed. You want to stay in this altered state and in this prayer. So trusting that your sheds are here to be witnessed and amplified, and that when one or more gather, and when it is named, it will be rapidly disintegrated into the flame and into the heavens as those embers will burn up into the sky and up into the divine. So we thank you, Grandfather Fire, for choosing to be a part of this new timeline. Fire horse. And we know that fire is a great, mighty warrior transmuter. Kali Ma, that the truth of Kali Ma's essence is unconditional love. She is here to gobble up and burn up everything that is not serving you or the planet. She's going to burn it away. And just like Grandfather Fire and Pele is going to burn it all away. So all that is left is what is ready to be birthed and grown with integrity and truth. So we thank you, Grandfather Fire. We thank you to the wind beings. There would be no fire without wind. So we call forth the mighty wind beings, the ancestors that are here of the land to work with us tonight. And we call into the space the beautiful water beings that are running in the rivers and the oceans on either side, outside of our circle of transmutation and completion. And the earth beings that are holding this prayer, the rock beings, the tree people, outside of our space, visualizing all the mighty trees far and wide, surrounding this gathering, this great gathering, in this circle of beings from across the world, Portugal, to the UK, to Spain, to Canada, to the States, to Ireland. Thank you. Thank you to the four elements. Thank you, Great Spirit. Everyone is here to witness you now. So when you are ready, make your way to the chat. Share what is shedding and dying tonight. And remember, I will be affirming anything not spoken, anything anything not shared that is on your heart will also make its way into that flame too. Keeping your eyes closed, unless you are writing, bringing yourself back to eyes closed as I read what is. As the fire burns, Megan is shedding feeling of abundantry forever, not feeling abundance and over caring for others. Stephanie is shedding the belief that she needs to be understood and liked to be safe, and that illusion of safety is more important than her expression of truth and purpose. Breathing in and exhaling everything that everyone is shedding so it moves and transmutes, helping your brothers and sisters move this energy, move their skin, visualizing yourself giving it to the fire, visualizing the skin shedding off of your body. Whatever you need to do with your hands, with your eyes closed, to signify giving it to the fire, getting it off of your body, what it would be like if skin was shedding off your body, what you would need to do to let that skin go. Do it now. No one is watching you. This is your healing. You are the healer that you are looking for. I am running Holy Reiki Fire as Andrea, and I'm supporting you. Jenny is shedding deeper levels of people pleasing so that she can do what she needs to do for herself. Breathing into that people pleaser and exhaling that people pleaser, seeing it disintegrating into the fire, into the earth. Vivian is shedding survival mode and stress, letting go of toxic relationships, habits, and not listening to her intuition. Everyone breathing and exhaling with Vivian, breathing into the fire. Oh, Julie shedding doubt, playing small, and shedding that mask of making others comfortable. You're feeling chills moving in and out of your body. This is normal. We're transmuting a lot of energy right now together. Just breathe through it. You're doing great. Wendy is shedding, disrespecting herself and others. Judgment, looping, behaviors, and negative beliefs. Seeing Wendy's skin, snake skin, shedding down to her feet and offering it up to Grandfather Fire. Josie is sharing and shedding her burnout, her deep exhaustion of her identity, and currently holding as an aid worker and stepping into her new chapter in her life. Breathing the shed, the burnout, breathing it out into the fire. Breathing in and exhaling. Shakura Natasha Gant is shedding the belief that she is not beautiful or young enough. Everyone breathing and exhaling with her. Getting that out of your body and out of hers, out of the collective. Anyone who feels this way, letting it shed. Shedding the burden. Shedding the story that she is a burden or that she is less than. shedding the experience of overwhelm and fear that's holding her bondage, shedding her beliefs of scarcity and lack and habits of self-neglect, shedding any feelings of unlovableness, being unloved, breathing out the identities of smallness into the fire, into the fire, into the fire. Seeing the skin shedding out of her body, out of your body, out of the collective body, into the earth, down, down into the earth, breathing. Make sure you are inhaling deeply and exhaling deeply so none of this stays with you. Yawning, and sound is welcome here. Anything that needs to come out, let it out. Erika is shedding and letting go of her money and career fears. Social media addiction, ideas that she cannot be a mother, fear of telling her new spiritual sisters the truth, even if it means they walk away from her life. Seeing this go, shed, down, down, give it to the fire. Seeing the beautiful purple violet flame out of your body, into the earth. Katie McGrill is shedding her people pleaser and her need to be loved and liked. Seeing that people pleaser within you, within the collective, breathe it out of your body, shed it out of your body, and see it going into the sacred fire now. Woo! Lucy is shedding, neglecting her body. Giving her safety away. The need to be validated. The belief that her self-worth is dependent upon her productivity. Shedding that out of your body, seeing that skin coming off your body into the earth and giving it to the fire. Any and all beings across all timelines feeling their worth dependent on their productivity into the fire. Seeing Dory shedding her fear of success and the belief that she can't support herself. Into the fire. Breathe, Dory. Breathe it out of your body. Seeing that snakeskin shed out of your body down to the earth. Shedding the pattern of failing and getting hurt. Getting out of the doing things and the pattern of avoiding doing the work. Breathe. Exhale. Megan is shedding any and all injuries out of her body into the earth. Letting sounds come out of all of our bodies. Sounds, breath, shaking. Anything you need to do, let it go. Anything you need to do to move your body, your eyes closed, staying in your process. Let it go like the snake you are. What would a snake do right now to move? How would a snake shed the skin? Calling in the snake into your body now. Letting the snake move and shed. Sally is shedding the hold of the patriarchy within and without. The rush, the drive, the push. Shedding the feeling that she has to follow what others think she should follow, rather than following her own path. Shedding that belief, that imprint within you and the collective and Sally. Shedding that hold of your holding yourself back and playing small. Shedding self-sabotage within, without. Shedding playing small, being afraid to speak out. Seeing the dead skin of old stories, beliefs, paradigms, and ways of being, lack of scarcity and unworthiness. See it going out of your body, out of the collective, out of your skin, into the earth, into the fire. Old paradigms, old beliefs, shedding the lack of abundance within and without in the collective, the inability to be paid in all senses. How would a snake shed that skin? letting it go down into the earth and handing it to the fire, into the fire. What do you need to do? Do you need to stand up? Do you need to shake? Do you need to wiggle? Do you need to howl? Do you need to, what sound do you need to get out? Let it out. Oh, Minerva is shedding self-doubt, limitation, scarcity, self-sabotage patterns, distractions, and procrastination. Let it go, Minerva. Let that skin out of your body, within, without, in the collective spell. Shukra, Natasha is shedding stagnancy, channeling the snake. Emma Murphy is shedding her people-pleasing part of her that looks for love in all the wrong places. Where of you looks for love in all the wrong places? Let it shed now. For yourself, for your sister, for your collective. Shedding the abandoning of herself and her path and her purpose because she felt not ready or not worthy. Letting it go. How would a snake shed? Let your body embrace the snake, shedding the hurt, the betrayal that she's experienced in relationships because that what she believes she deserved, shedding it. Where have you allowed hurt and betrayal into your field and experienced that pain because of what you believed you deserved? Shed it. What do you need to do for your body to shed like a snake? Shedding the self-sabotaging belief that there is something wrong with her and that she is not enough. We rebuke any and all feelings of not worthiness and not feeling like you are deserving of love. Crystal is shedding the need to be chosen by family, friends, and romantic partnerships. No more haphazard dating. Let it go. No more rehabbing men. No, let the men do their own work. We cannot heal for others. Shake it out. Shed it out. No more self-sabotage. Rita is shedding the shame of people-pleasing others and disregarding the energy of her capacity. Shedding the shame and family hold of having indigenous ancestors. The shame of being an indigenous ancestor. Let it go now. We rebuke. We do not consent to these spells. We are embracing our truth. She's embracing her indigenous roots without shame. She's releasing shame. She is shedding shame in the versions of her that thought safety was under a rock and alone. Breathe. Exhale. Moan. Howl. Gag. Shed. Whatever you need to do. Julie is shedding the ancestral layers that have been holding her back for expectation. Sally is shedding the control of her white knuckle death grip on life and guilt. Let it go. Shake it out. Shed it. We rebuke, declare, and demand any creeds, cords, spells cast upon any and all of us who created this belief, this pattern. We do not consent to the matrix domination spell. We do not consent to these systems of oppression and greed and fear and domination and unworthiness and scarcity and fear. We rebuke and shed each and every one of these scales and these imprints. Seeing it coming out of your body and into the earth. Out of your body. Into the earth you go. Into the earth you go. Into the earth you go. And anyone on the replay, say it now into the field as we all rebuke and shed the skin of what you are shedding with you. We are here with you. We are praying with you. We are affirming with you. Ooh. Any feelings, any emotions, any sounds, let them out of your body now. Visualizing your body completely illuminated with light. Seeing your snake skin completely shed into the earth. seeing it be gobbled up, burned away. Sacred fire, burn it away by the power of Saint Germain and the violet flame, burn it away, being witnessed by all of us across all space, across all timelines. We cut any and all cords and shackles of bondage. If you feel any cords and bondage attached to you, give it to the fire. Give it to the fire. Give it to the fire. And as the last bit of your skin is going down into the earth and being sucked up by this flame, sacred snake, speak yours out loud, Andrea. Scarcity, not enoughness, dimming, self-sabotage. I am burning away and shedding any residue, skin of the fear of being a mother at 47. I rebuke this spell. I rebuke this spell. I affirm, declare, and demand it all go into the sacred fire flame now. That I cannot be paid abundantly and make a good living as a full-time ceremonialist and priestess. I rebuke the identity of AI. I affirm, declare, and demand I will not consent to digital ID. I will not consent to AI. I will not consent to this timeline of patriarchy and greed and fear. I affirm it all go into the fire. I rebuke and affirm and shed the skin of scarcity cast upon me and anyone around me across all timelines, across all dimensions, or any fears of being a full high priestess standing for Mother Earth, standing for children. I release any and all fear-based imprints or entities and energies placed upon me or any of my students or clients or family or loved ones. I rebuke this spell into the fire. Into the fire. I shed it all now. I shed my people pleaser. I shed my fear of being liked by these girls that are centering greed and money over God and Goddess. I shed all of these old friendships of my old peers that are lost in the coaching greed spell of capitalism and greed that are in a pyramid scheme. I shed the pyramid scheme of the coaching industry. I shed the pyramid scheme and the greed spell of the spiritual industrial complex. I shed it now. I will not comply. I cut any and all cords across all timelines of space of all of any of my old partners, friends. I rebuke all of that energy now. I am standing for centering God, Goddess, Christ consciousness, and Mother Earth and children, and anything that is not in alignment with true source and unconditional love and the sacred must be burned away to the flame. I will not consent to any clients who do not center God, Goddess, I am, and the sacred. I will not help anyone who is not centering Mother Earth, life, and the children. Let all those fears that I have to help people that do not center God into the flame, into the flame, into the flame, into the flame. Visualizing now a beautiful beam of iridescent light coming down from the heavens. And you look down on your snakeskin body and you start to see a beautiful, beautiful new skin. What color is your snakeskin? It is glistening in the moonlight. Being reborn like a caterpillar coming out of a chrysalis. Seeing your skin shimmer, soft as a brand new baby skin. Beautiful, angelic. Ooh, what does your skin look like? What colors is it? Seeing the light shining down from the heavens, through the night sky, through the embers of the sacred violet flame fire, shining and glistening. Your skin is being warmed by the violet flame. And seeing you begin to move ever so gently into this new body, this 2026 version of you, of compassion, empathy, peace, integrity, courage, sovereignty, knowing that you choose who you get to be, what you get to create, what you stand for, who you center, what you center, who gets to enter your space, how you spend your precious life force energy, what you will not participate in any longer. Feeling the presence of 1,000 angels into the space. Starting to feel into the energy of this 10-year of co-creation with Source. Feeling your snake body up with light. And seeing your body transform into a butterfly. Seeing the snake turn into this beautiful butterfly that's full of light, prisms, rainbows, crystalline, light body. See yourself emanating brighter and brighter. Seeing the many stars in the sky as your intentions that are deep in your heart, in your soul, and in your mind. Regardless of what you wrote in the notebook or thought before, what is the most alive for you now? On who you get to be, create, and stand for as we jump this timeline. Tue ma'ashi la mia kaya chichima aki. Halahui mi ashishimi ala ikui. Halahui mi shishima ala ke. Halahui ma'ati ala ama ishikama. Halahui mi ishi mi ala ikala ma'itia. Halahua ma'a shile mi ikala itumu ikishi. Halahima haishikimu ikala ma'iti ma'ai. Allowing your light body to anchor into this new timeline. Recognizing that what was named has been transmuted and returned to the sacred fire. What has been released will not return and holds no authority as we step into this timeline of deep devotion, clarity, courage, trust, and truth, knowing that you are held and always when you let your heart lead you. The sacred fire will remind you to continue to purify what is not of the highest alignment for yourself and all sentient beings. You can surrender into the exhale. You can find the truth and the guidance back in the sacred. These moments, you feeling true peace and connection, is your North Star and compass into the next steps. So allowing the sacred fire horse to begin to stir within you, as we've opened up the circle for the snake to slither out as we release the 2025 timeline. Visualizing in your mind's eye that the circle is gently opened up to let the fire horse in. Seeing the fire horse in your mind's eye making its way to the center of the circle. Seeing the sacred horse begin to move beautifully, slowly, gently in the inside of the space. As sacred horse enters the space, we are reminded that a horse has the ability to move very quickly. Sacred horse is inviting us into the pathway moving forward, to embrace this next timeline, this adventure, as we discover our personal power. May we open ourselves up to these new experiences. Where have we been wanting to go? What new life experiences are we calling forward to have? And what is the truest power inside of you that you're ready to share? In just a few moments, you will begin to find your way to the chat. And you will begin to speak your intentions for this year of the fire horse. You will begin to share where in those 5 areas of your life there are intentions that are ready to be witnessed and born. Just like your new snake skin that is coming online in your light body, we also are choosing to leave these old skins in the past and jumping on this horse to ride us into our future. With death, there is always rebirth. It is the cycle of life. So ever so gently, when you feel ready, you will make your way to the chat. And feeling this frequency of attunement, feeling this frequency of heaven on earth timeline, this end and the beginning simultaneously, co-creating with Source, God, Goddess, I Am, Christ consciousness, the womb, with the initiation into your matriarchal leadership. Regardless if you identify as a man or a woman, the matriarchal way is leading in circle, where all beings matter.
where our choices, our actions, and our life and our relations benefit all of humanity. This one is an embodiment. It is not about doing more in 2026. It is about embodying. It is about being. It is about attracting. It is about alignment. It is about staying the course of what is the benefit for all, trusting that all needs met, sovereignty, truth-telling, movement, courage, no false allegiances, no false people, friends, relationships, no people-pleasing, more of who we truly are, unwaveringly, unapologetic truth, courage, and service and humility. Releasing the story that we are not safe if we are our greatest expression. Harnessing this energy of a fire horse. What does a fire horse look like in your mind's eye? And when you are ready, you are going to mount that horse. And you are going to walk around this circle together. The circle expanding. The fire horse does not ask permission. The fire horse blazes forward and is here to help us propel into our destiny, into this new earth of compassion and empathy for one another. So feeling the energies of allegiance, feeling the energies of truth. And one by one, you're going to speak into the chat, and I will read them out loud. Wendy is manifesting, calling in this new timeline, abundance, presence, appreciation, release, holding space, movement, alignment, and trust. Aho, Ashe, and so it is, and so it shall be, Wendy. Great Spirit, Grandfather Fire, God, Goddess I Am, hear our sisters' prayers. Dory affirms, declares, and demands she has a spiritual practice that has room for whimsy, play, and deep connection, an advocate for Native voices and marginalized communities in all communities around the globe, that she is learning more about the history of magic as she writes books and teaches it to children. Yes. Reading magical spiritual texts. Yes. Creating and getting support from a community of covenant strong, spiritually aligned friends. Yes. Sleeping deeply for 8 to 9 hours per night. Aho. Eating healthy and delicious veggies, proteins, and fruits. Ashe. Caring for her mental, emotional, and spiritual health by grounding, spending time in nature, meditating, and writing. Aho. I am moving my body by dancing and swimming in the ocean, inshallah. And so it is, and so it shall be by the power of we. It is done, it is done, it is done, Dory. Great Spirit, Fire Horse, Sacred Fire, hear our sisters' prayers. Emma. She affirms, declares, and demands in this new timeline. She does not chase, she attracts by being fully herself, choosing a life that feels good in her body, safe in her nervous system, and expansive in her soul, allowing love to meet her where she is, not where she performs, that she earns her worth with ease and receives with ease. Aho, Ashe, and so it is, and so it shall be. Breathing that in. Dory and Emma and Wendy, feeling your intentions as you sit high upon this fire horse, feeling your light body merging with these frequencies of embodiment, of the embodiment of your manifestations and desires. Wendy, no more excuses, no more bullshit. The fire horse is all encompassing, feeling the opposite of excuses. Let's affirm commitment. Let's affirm truth. Yes. Aho, Ashe, and Shala, and so it is, and so it shall be. Yosi or Yoshi, I am calling in heart-centered, aligned action towards her new business ventures. Aho, and allowing her inner medicine woman to take up more space in her life and to love her life again. Feeling this energy as you mount this horse, this fire horse, Yoshi, feeling this heart-centered alignment in your business ventures and your inner medicine woman, seeing her sitting high above that, high atop that horse, taking up more space and loving her life again. Sitting on that horse. Katie, creating and calling in more community, peace, and joy with abundance and fun, feeling the embodiment of joy, abundance, fun, community, and peace. Aho, Ashe, and so it is, feeling that embodiment on top of your fire horse, sister. Hear our sister's prayers, hear Katie's prayers, hear Yoshi's prayers, hear Emma's prayers, Great Spirit. Megan, health, love, boundaries, mission, abundance, ritual, nature, reverence, feeling the embodiment of health, love, boundaries, mission, abundance. Feel it deep in every cell of your light body on top of that horse. Breathing in and exhaling. Minerva, calling in prosperity, affirming, not calling in, affirming the prosperity, abundance, clarity, joy, alignment, and action and movement. Aho, Ashe, and so it is. Let it completely take over every cell, every pore, and every DNA strand code within you, Minerva, as you sit high atop that beautiful fire horse. Thank you, horse medicine. Thank you, horse spirits. Leading with love, says Jenny. Jenny is trusting her intuition in this new timeline, honoring herself, building connection with others in source, loving her body into the best health possible, fulfilling her purpose throughout art and writing. Aho, Ashe, and so it is. Mount your fire horse. Embodiment now. Feel it in every cell and every pore of your body, Jenny, as this light is shining down upon the heavens, glistening each and every one of you in your butterfly wings, sitting atop of this beautiful horse, ready to fly. Erika, devotion within herself, her new partnership, her community, giving reverence to the land and to the goddess, remembering that she is not scarcity. We're not even going to add that word in here, that she is abundance, that she is affirming a timeline of abundance and creating her new money story, breaking the generational curses, trusting in deep trust of her lifetime partner is here in this now moment, and being the fully receptivity of the best love story ever, feeling that with every cell, every pore, just demanding and declaring that her ways of being, that her embodiment will inspire genuine connection within friends or soul clients, and finding her, feeling that with every soul and every pore of your body, sister. Who are you going to be that for all beings? Hear our sister's prayers, hear Jenny's prayers and Erika's prayers, Minerva's prayers and Megan's prayers. Vivian's more peace in her mind, her body. Take more out of there. Peace in her mind, body, soul, and earth, propelling her into her own healing, visualizing optimal healing in every soul, in every pair, every cell and pore in your body right now, Vivian. Feeling this timeline, feeling yourself, stepping onto this horse, fully loving yourself, fully loving others unconditionally, and making mindful and intentional decisions, merging with that horse right now, merging with that fire horse. What will you allow and not allow into your life? Feel the embodiment of it. Hear our sister's prayers. Lucy, stepping into personal power to be abundant in her daily life that is filled with creative outlets, prioritizing self-care so she can give from a full cup. Aho, Ashe, and so it is, and so it shall be, Lucy. Great Spirit, Fire Horse, Grandfather Fire, hear our sister's prayer. Shukra, a time of courage. She's stepping into a timeline of courage, clarity, abundance, movement, love, power, presence, health. Feel it in every cell of your pore. Overflow, using her voice, creative fulfillment, aligned embodiment, aligned intimacy, partnership that expands and nourishes, living and cherished, to be cherished, cherishing herself, life, cherishing to be in touch with truth, to be a vessel for the divine, fully committed, devoted, powerful, amplifying, motherhood bursts into her life with joy and fullness, nature, affirming you are nature, you are love, you are supported and support. You love your friends and you love your life. You live in your truth, co-creating, co-creation, stepping into your identity as a creator, creatrix, artist, and priestess. Aho, remembering the beauty that you are and seeing the beauty in and all that is around you, stepping onto that horse, embodying in every cell and every pore of your body, affirming your sister's prayer. When you affirm it for another, you affirm it for yourself. So as I witness and as I affirm out loud everyone's prayers, feel it in your cells, get the juicy activation of all of these prayers within all of you, because when we pray for ourselves, we pray for the world, we pray for others, and when we affirm and pray and witness others, it's magnified. My hands are shaking. You guys are so powerful. I'm affirming expansive capacity, freedom in ways I haven't experienced before as a true feminine can hold in gestation, expansion, awaken your creativity that allows you to connect deeper to your soul's voice and mission through subtle poetry, spoken word through your work, attracting a community of people who understand your soul level work and receiving the information you're channeling, transmuting, activating with power so the energy continues to ripple to the world further beyond the collective expansion via the businesswoman holding more space in the world. What about just business? Medicine woman. Activating strength in your physical body in ways that suit and honor the chapter of your life, honoring your full duality that you love without shame. Won't leave that out of there or guilt. Affirming your full duality that you love fully. Aho, Ashe, and so it shall be. Great Spirit, hear our sister's prayers. Sally, manifesting the woman in the green cloak, integrating priestess with priest, living with grace, poise, deep trust, and wisdom, who navigates life with ease and grace and flow, choosing to follow your path, stepping onto this horse, visualizing your own path, riding into your own path with your intuition and source as your guide, co-creating, co-riding with spirit, co-creating with spores, choosing new stories, beliefs, paradigms, and ways of being based on joyful abundance and limitless possibility in every sense, choosing to let go of control and surrender, write, coach, create oracle cards, rosaries, and choose to raise up women and girls to help them know God is sacred feminine for themselves. Aho, Ashe, and so it is. Amen, Amin, Inshallah. I choose to step into the power of using your voice, choose to look after yourself more and more through rest, better sleep, and letting go of attachments to sugar. Breathing in, stepping into the highest timeline atop that horse, sister, embodying your intentions now fully. Stephanie, creating art and sharing your voice, laughing and playing through the messiness, embodying your sensuality, embracing your power and capacity to experience the fullness of life. Aho, Ashe, and so it is, and so it shall be. Great Spirit, hear Stephanie's prayer, Sally's prayers, Julie's prayers, Shukra's prayers, Lucy's prayers. Feel it in every cell and every pore of your body. Ooh, breathe, keep breathing. Andrea, you want to share yours out loud?
Yes. I affirm, declare, and demand that I am stepping into my leadership as a priestess and guiding on retreats, bringing others home, and doing ceremonial work in my priestessship, knowing that I get to ritual and play and create each and every day. It's not just reserved for certain times of my life, that is a part of my life now and always and forever. And I step into financial health, knowing that my own financial health is not going to be taken away from me when I have it, and that I will only grow bigger so that I can help in the way that I need to help others and be an advocate for others. And I declare from demand that I will always be tapping into my heart space, leading from my heart space, and anything else that feels off center, I will know to come back and to return to me, and that is just as much as a ritual. And I'm here to be a light and a guide and a heart and a piece of compassion, and call on our Marys and work with our sisters for others for the greater good of humanity.
Aho, Ashe, and so it is, and so it shall be. Great Spirit, Mother God, Father Sky, Mother Earth, Sacred Fire, hear our sisters' prayers. Rising up onto that horse now. I, Amber Annalise Valdez, affirm, declare, and demand the highest timeline of 2026 where I am a mother. I am in a healthy, happy relationship with my work and my service work, that beings that are standing for the sacred make their way to me with ease and grace, that I get to support and counsel and mentor and work arm to arm, wing to wing with real, true, real ones, medicine women who want to protect their spaces and create sovereign spaces and ceremonies that will help others heal without plant medicine, without getting high on getting high on Mother Nature's supply, with remembering that we are all saviors of ourselves. We are here to save, affirm, declare, and demand that our souls first, and so therefore out, within, so without. We are the priestesses and the healers that we are looking for. And I am here to usher us all, and myself included, into deeper levels of personal freedom and liberation and peace within, so it may be radiated without. I'm here to affirm and declare and demand a timeline where the real ones who want to stand for not only their personal gains that are helping the planet, but social justice for all, that they are constantly thinking about how is my mission and my purpose helping humanity, not just myself, that we get out of self and that we come into we, the Holy Trinity of all of us, that I continue to wave my flag and pound my drum in all the ways the real ones make their way to me, and we gather together and we amplify this prayer and we shift this timeline. We affirm freedom and liberation for all beings, and that my true north continues to be revealed, that my pathway is open with ease and grace, that all my needs are met before I ask, and that the greed spell is completely relinquished out of my system, and trusting that all needs are met, and all the beings that want to work with me get to pay what they afford, and this new way of leadership is spread far and wide, that my clients pay what they can afford so that everyone can get the help that they need, and that we create a world where everyone gets what they need and no one has to say they can't afford it anymore. And I affirm, declare, and demand a free Palestine, a free Congo, a free Sudan, and free the children, and protect Mother Nature, and the wolves, and the trees, and the water. I pray for healthy waters. I affirm healthy waters. I affirm land back. I affirm going back to Indigenous elders. I affirm Zach Bush to be president. I affirm that we are stepping into this timeline where Indigenous ways are on the forefront, and then we all come back to the sacred and we get off of fucking technology. And I affirm that the AI just collapses, and that all the beings that are here for true intelligence, not fake intelligence, that remember that their connection to the divine is imperative for us to go into the new earth timeline. I pray and affirm that all the people I love do not get lost in the digital ID spell, and I affirm and pray that they can stay sovereign when this rocky road is continuing to come, that they remember God, that they don't get the chip, that they choose sovereignty, and they trust that Mother Earth will provide and the Great Spirit will provide, and we will all find each other. And I affirm a world where all beings are treated with love and kindness and respect, that everyone has food and shelter and clothes, and that we all realize that we are one. I affirm this or greater for the highest timeline of all sentient beings. Hear all of our sisters and brothers' prayers. All spoken and unspoken needs be met before they ask. May all of our truest heart's intentions be transmuted into the light and be carried by the wings of 1,000 angels. So open the way, Great Spirit. So visualize in your mind's eye now a shining light coming down from the heavens, a star of Spirit Sirius, opening the way of our circle. And as we exit this circle together, we are leaving the 2025 timeline and we are parading on our horses out. Visualizing yourself parading out of the circle, making your way out of the circle with your nose in front of the horse in front of you, following gently behind, seeing your illuminated light body making its way out of the circle, riding off into the pathway of 2026. Visualizing your favorite crystal in front of you, paving the way through the tree beams, through the rock beams, following yourself out with our happy ancestors leading the way, the year of the horse, the fire horse, embodying your intentions. And behind us on this path are your happy ancestors walking on either sides of you, shoulder to shoulder, with Yeshua and Mary Magdalene, and White Buffalo Calf Woman, and the Order of the Sacred Grandmothers following behind, with our angels flying high above the heavens, guiding us, and seeing our path being illuminated, this beautiful crystal path, as you are stepping into the infinite place of possibility. And on the count of three, I want you to say out loud 3 times, Aho, Ashe, and so it is, and so it shall be. By the power of we, it is done. 1, 2, 3. Aho, Ashe, Amen, and so it is, and so it shall be. By the power of we, it is done. Aho, Ashe, Amen, and so it is, and so it shall be. By the power of we, it is done. Aho, Ashe, Amen, and so it is, and so it shall be. By the power of we, it is done. Taking a deep breath in. Seeing yourself and all of us riding off into the distance, into the 2025 timeline. And behind us is this beautiful purple flame. Thank you, Saint Germain. Thank you, fire beings. Thank you, earth spirits. Thank you, elementals. Two-legged, the four-legged, the creepy crawlies, the winged ones, the happy ancestors and landcestors, the indigenous beings, Jesus, Yeshua, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, White Buffalo Calf Woman in the Order of the Sacred Grandmothers, your unseen team full of guides, angels, archangels. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Thank you to the keepers of the north, south, east, and west. Thank you to the earth beings, the water beings, the fire beings, the wind beings. Thank you to the sacred eagle, the owl, your animal guides, the microbiome, the creepy crawlies, the butterfly, the sacred snake. Thank you for allowing us to shed what isn't ours to hold on to so that we can fly like a beautiful butterfly, riding atop of an amazing fire horse. May we ride with courage, truth, gentle. May we attract, not chase. May we remember that sovereignty and frequency is the way, that through embodiment, we will become the magnet for what it is that we are here to do, be, create. And as we walk a path of compassion and empathy and co-create with source, not from our ego, not from greed, not from capitalism, not from materialism, not from the patriarchy, but with every step and every choice, what is in the highest for all beings, getting out of me and getting into we, affirming a timeline of we, not I and my own selfish needs and desires, but how can we create a world where all beings are worthy and all beings are free, not from proof, not from hustle, not from force, but by being initiated, getting the support we need so that we can be embodied and trust. So as we step out of these identities and step into a new cycle, may we remember this truth that we are so supported and so held, sending our happy ancestors back to where they came, taking a deep breath in and exhaling, feeling the love, the protection, the clarity, the truth, and the grace in your heart. Feeling what it feels like to be aligned in community, in sovereignty, in presence, power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of love is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. Let the water wash away your tears. Let the fire burn away your fears. Let the wind blow into your life such faith and trust. Oh, take care of you and nurture you. Power of love is here now. The power of love is here now. The power of you and me and we is here to create magic on earth. Take a deep breath in and exhale with a sigh. Take another juicy, deep inhale into this new timeline. And exhale with a sigh. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Rubbing your hands together at the center of your chest. Activating some really juicy chi. And exhaling. On the count of 3, we're going to blast all this peace, this faith, this trust, this nurture and love that we've co-created with each other and with Source and with the divine, and we're going to blast it out to someone somewhere that needs it. On the count of 3, rubbing your hands together, give it all you got, pulling all that earth chi from the heavens down into your body from the earth. On the count of 3, blast it out to someone. 1, 2, 3. When one of us is free and liberated, we create that ripple so that others can come home and find the space of freedom and peace and liberation. And we continue to wave the flag and beat the drum so that all beings are free, knowing our work is not done until everyone is free and liberated. That is the true walk of a light worker. That is what it means to be spiritual, to center spirit, which is God, Mother Earth, and life and children. So putting your hands on your own heart, thanking yourself for showing up today. I'm so grateful for the time we shared. That was very powerful and very potent. That was probably the most potent online ceremony that I have done in a very long time. true testament to all of you and your open hearts and your connection. May all beings be free in peace. Yes. So if you felt a big shift in your being, I want you to put a 1 in the chat. If you desire more of this, I want you to put a 2 in the chat. And if you would love to find ways to weave with me in a deeper way in 2026, put a 3 in the chat. I would love for you to send a message to me. I have a retreat coming up, a pilgrimage in Ireland in May. I would love for you to apply for. It'll be 13 beings on a 8-day pilgrimage, activating different portals and timelines and healing. And it's the Daughters of Danu, which means calling in your Dan, calling in your purpose, your path, working deep on that land. It's very powerful. I did my own pilgrimage there, solo pilgrimage back in 2019, and the land told me to bring women back there. 2020, I had a sold out pilgrimage, but it was canceled because of COVID, and the time is now. I'm combining with 2 other beautiful sisters, one in which is Irish, and we are going to be walking that Bridget path. We'll be there for the Bolton of Fire Festival. It's going to be a once in a lifetime gathering. I would love for you to come if you're feeling the call. So please send me a message and email me. If you want to learn more, I'll send you the application. I've also put in the chat, I'm extending my birthday blessing, which is a few $100s off a one-on-one private with me, either a private ceremony, supporting you and get clarity on next steps of your offerings, building a catered, customized offer, retreat, pilgrimage, workshop, you name it. I can support you in both the 3D and the 5D. And the third way is to come and work with me one-on-one. I meet people where they're at financially. And the fourth way would be to come on the ceremonial apprenticeship path, which includes you coming to Portugal for an activation with Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene, and also supporting and leading processes and facilitating and holding the space in Morocco in October. It's a powerful, powerful pilgrimage across the sacred lands, which many of you have come as participants. And then you get to come back and you actually get to lead and hold the space. It's next level Olympic size priestess work and priestessship. It is not for the faint of heart, but is for those who are committed to creating a leveling up in their ability to hold, to move entities out of the space, to hold a safe and sovereign place. You'll get activated in Holy Fire Reiki as one of the modalities, and you will lead alongside of me and lead a lot of processes alongside of the other priestesses and also with me. And you will never look back. You will be fully activated. And if you want to talk to any of the priestesses that came on the 9-month coven with me, they are on fire and ever more confident in their ability to serve, and they are confident in their ability to hold safe, sacred spaces and Olympic style ceremonial work and priestess path without plant medicine, because Mother Earth is our medicine. We just get to learn to work with the earth, the air, the water, and the fire and hold reverence. I'll also be leading a 5-week course called Reverence. We just did 1.0, which Lucy and Vivian and Megan and a few of you were in. It's only 222 for 5 weeks. It'll be a small container as well. So if any of those feel juicy to you, you want to connect deeper with the earth, the air, the water, the fire, and learn rituals and offerings and indigenous ways and earthbound ways, love to have you. If you'd love to come to Ireland, reply to the email Ireland or send me a message ASAP. I'll be opening up applications, and I know that will sell out. And if you're interested in the ceremonial apprenticeship, I would so very much love to get on the chat with you and see what's up. And if you would like to gift yourself my birthday offering, there are 2 spaces left available for you to have that 90-minute to 2-hour. Lucy and I just did a powerful vocal activation, and so I'm sure she could tell you all about that. So thank you for the time that you shared with me today. May your 2026 be so beautiful. May we continue to ride the waves. I'll also be finding a way for us to be creating a coven together. Put a 1 in the chat if you would love for me to create something where we all meet once a month at a low rate. And so I will email you guys, and I think it would be really special to continue to gather. Maybe we'll do it for like 25 a month or something, and then we'll ceremony together and be with each other and be in WhatsApp. All right, there we go. Well, I'll put something in the chat. But I want to keep it tiny and mighty. So I'm going to offer it to you guys first, and then we'll go from there. How's that sound? So I love you all so much. Gift yourself support this year. Do not lone wolf it. Lean into community. When you invest in yourself, you will be more qualified, more sovereign, and more aligned so that you can actually serve. It's really important that mentors have mentors. It's really important that coaches have coaches. It's really important that therapists have therapists. It's really important that healers have healers. And if you aren't in some sort of counsel and mentorship right now, I implore you and strongly, highly encourage you to have that to support you, because this timeline we are stepping into is going to be really fucking intense with so much love and respect. And if you don't have someone beating the drum and keeping you anchored and holding you and reminding you who the fuck you are, it can be really easy to get lost in the sauce. So don't let money be a reason why you don't get the support you need, right? It's just like people saying, I can't afford to go to the doctor. Well, can you afford to walk around with no leg? So, our mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies are really important too. So it'd be my greatest honor to be in counsel with you and help amplify you so that you can serve other people. And we get to create really sovereign and safe communities and ceremonies. So if you'd love to learn what I've learned and I can pay that forward, I would love to support you in your ceremonial work as well. So I love you all so much. Happy New Year. There's a woman here that wants to take a look at my house. I'm so grateful. I will be sending out something. It's like 7:17 and the girl's here to look at the house. So I will email you a picture of the horse card and the snake so that you can continue. I'm shaking. There's a lot of energy here. So just know we moved a lot. Please drink a lot of water. Please go eat some food. Please go put your feet in the earth or your hands on a tree. Make sure you get into some water today. Those are really intense activation and a really powerful healing. I'm still like vibrating. So I love you all so much. You got this. You've got your workbook. Burn anything that you want to shed in that notebook. Don't hold on to it. Okay. Burn your shed pages. Just let your intentions remain. Okay. The portal is closed. The workbook is in your email. Check your spam. I will also send it to you on WhatsApp, but it's in there. I know I sent it like 3 or 4 times. It's also in the invite, the invitation that would have been sent to your Google Gmail. If you read the notes, the link is in there as well. Okay? I love you all so much. The portal is closed. Portal is closed. Portal is closed. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you all so much. Fly, 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 beautiful butterflies into this next dimension. Let's stay close. We need each other. Love you all so much. Bye. Where is it? Love you, Lucy.